I'm in college. To all you guys in school, I know you get it. Because have you ever had that feeling that you're just drowning in schoolwork and it doesn't matter what you do, you just feel like you keep falling further and further and further behind? Because that's me right now. Let me paint a picture for you. At the beginning of the week, Sunday, I was in my bed, overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, exhausted. For whatever reason, I just can't fall asleep. I can't fall asleep. Sleep's not coming. So you know what happens? I missed school Monday. Um, I said, okay, not too bad. I'm going to work at it anyway and we'll just pick up on Wednesday, is what I thought. Wednesday came, snow came with it. And I took one. I came out of my bed and I put my blanket on and I went downstairs to go check the walkability of the roads, and I said, no, I can't. The last time I went out in weather like this, I got hurt. So I decided I wasn't going to school that Wednesday. And now I feel like everything is falling out of control. Worst part is, I don't want to fail. But it feels impossible. It feels impossible. So, I've been asking myself, Malachi, what do you do when you feel like you can't catch up or you feel like nothing is going your way? To be honest, I still don't have the perfect answer to that question, but I think that's okay. Let's talk about it. So this is what happened, right? It was last week Friday, I believe. I posted a video about it was more of a reminder to people who are going through hard times to remember to stay positive, right? So because God only gives his best assignments to his strongest warriors, it just so happened that I had a really hard week where I had to fight to stay positive, right? And, ay, ay, ay. As I explained to you not too long ago, it was kicking my butt. But one of my professors, the head of the I believe he's the head of the mechanical engineering department. He had called me in regards to some stuff that we're kind of trying to work on with this one company, and he more or less was asking me how I was doing. He said, "So how are you doing with calculus?" And I said, "I'm really struggling. Like it's actually really hard, but I'm very thankful to my professor who is very hands-on, who I very much appreciate his help and his guidance. But it's still hard. It's really hard. I'm having a really hard time right now." And he said, "Yeah, man, I get it. I had a really hard time passing calculus too when I was in college also." And he was just kind of relating to me with that regard. And he said, "You're in two of my other classes. I got you in those two classes." And he said, "Treat calculus like a job. Just focus on calculus, pass calculus, and you'll be all right." I said, that was some nice encouragement. I'm gonna take that along with my trying to stay positive, right? And focusing on what I know I have to do, which is any possible thing to work towards doing better in calculus, right? So then I saw this one video on Facebook, right? Weird. rest of the world is on TikTok and whatever the heck. And here I am scrolling Facebook Reels, right? So I'm on my phone, I'm on Facebook, just scrolling. And this one video pops up where he's explaining it was the Exodus out of Egypt. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Bible or the stories that the Bible talks about, but this one in particular was about the Israelites who were enslaved in Egypt for over 400 years. And God brings them out of Egypt. He splits the Red Sea through Moses, and all the Israelites walk on dry land through the sea, and the Egyptians are coming after them, trying to take them back, and God just says, nope, closes the water on them, right? But later on in the story, it's talking about the promised land. So God had promised the Israelites this promised land that they would have to, that was theirs to inhabit, and it was already full. People had already taken over and made their own kingdoms and whatever and whatnot. But that's beside the point. What happened was Moses, who I guess you could say was the kind of like the leader of the Israelites, in a sense, he had sent out 12 spies. And the guy who was talking, he said 10 of the spies came back and they said, oh, this place is beautiful, it's amazing, but these guys are giants. We're tiny in comparison to them. And he basically broke down that the way that they were speaking on their circumstance was because they themselves felt small, or told themselves that they were small in comparison. So as a result, they weren't confident that they could take over the land. But the last two of the spies that came back, but the last two slaves that came back, I'm pretty sure these two were named. It was Joshua and Caleb. They were talking about how the giants, sure, they're big, but they said their God is bigger. It's something about watching that video made me go, wow. Like, that, it is very inspiring to see something firsthand, a firsthand experience where it was very similar to what I was going through, where I could choose to have this understanding that I'm not good enough, or I can't do it, or it's not possible. Or I'm going to take this struggle that I feel and really sit with it, with God, and be like, Lord, help me to think bigger than how I perceive myself. Because that's what it was. These 12 spies, they all went to the same place, but 10 of them, 10 out of the 12, had the mindset, the perception, the perspective that because these giants were so big, they were so minuscule in comparison, there's no way it could happen. There's no way they could take over this land. And the two spies from the same group of people, they went out and they looked at the situation and they said, the situation is big, but my God is bigger. So that's my advice for you guys out there. To remember that whatever it is that you go through, your situation, it's no downplaying your situation. Your situation, it may be big, it may be dire, it may be concerning, but our God is bigger. And I'll be honest, I still feel some type of way. I still feel confused. It's like those feelings, haven't really gone away, but I see a way through where in the next week, where I have my next weekly update, I can see where I will be doing better from here to there. In my schoolwork, that is. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If there's anything in particular that any of you want me to touch on, to speak about, drop them down in the comments. I read all the 2 comments that there are so far. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video. And going through troubling times sucks. It's not fun, but if anybody can learn from the experiences that I go through, I love it. I love it if somebody can learn from something that I experienced. So, I'm out. See you next week. Peace. Quick thing actually before I go. Real quick. So, I'm doing a lot of experimenting with this channel right now. I don't know what the process is going to be in the future, but I'm definitely trying to develop more of a routine posting schedule. So as of right now, I'm thinking Tuesdays for my more, I don't want to say interesting, because all my videos are my babies. All my videos are interesting to me. I want to say Tuesdays will be my, I guess, experimenting more type videos where I'll be, you dive a little bit more into like things I'm interested in rather than just the check-in type videos. But my Friday videos, those are the ones where it's kind of like my weekly check-ins. Those ones are, well, those ones I want to be a little bit more community oriented, community based. So it's me giving you guys a video of a check-in for my week, but then you guys can also chime in. I'll do more community posts and reach out a little bit more to the few of you that there are right now. But as of right now, that is the schedule. Tuesdays for more indulging to fun, interesting things, going out, doing this, doing that, and then the Fridays being like community posting where we can kind of chat, and if there's anything you guys want to reach out to me about, maybe I could put in a video specifically for you guys to post on the Fridays. So, yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna go. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.